Thank you for choosing LiftMaster. This video provides an overview of the steps for installing the CAP2D controller. This video is intended for demonstration purposes only. The procedures demonstrated should only be performed by trained professional installers and service technicians. Safe operation and servicing requires that you follow all instructions and safety advisories found in the manual. To locate a trained professional installer or service technician, go to liftmaster.com/locate-a-dealer. Before installation, be sure to complete a site survey to avoid problems and delays during installation. Typically, wiring and cabling has already been completed before installing the unit. Refer to the wire specifications in the CAP2D installation guide for more details. Before you start the installation, make sure Internet service is available and a LiftMaster Cloud account is set up with residents added. Have the CP number for the controller handy. It's located on the bottom of the CAP2D controller. The number starts with IPC. Install an electrical box in the desired mounting location. Use a single electrical gang box that is a minimum of 1.5 inches deep with a single gang plaster ring. For outdoor installation, the CAP2D and power supply must be inside a NEMA 4 weatherproof electrical enclosure. We are demonstrating an indoor installation. Remove the bottom screw. Then remove the bracket from the back of the CAP2D. Pass the wiring through the bracket opening, then mount the bracket to the electrical gang box. There are two options for wiring power to the CAP2D: power over Ethernet or using a 12 VDC 1.5 amps minimum power supply. This video will demonstrate setup using a DC power supply. When using a DC power supply, verify that the PoE jumper on the CAP2D board is in the external power supply position. The outlet for the controller must be an external dedicated 120-volt AC outlet. This outlet should be on its own circuit with a minimum of a 10-amp circuit breaker. Be sure to review all warning and caution statements in the installation manual. Connect the control wiring from the gate operator or door strike to relay 1 on the CAP2D board. Remove the terminal block, insert the wires, and secure with a screwdriver, then reinsert the terminal block to the board. Common and normally open are typically the connections used. Connect the Wiegand reader wires to reader 1 on the CAP2D board. Remove the terminal block, insert the wires, and secure with a screwdriver, then reinsert the terminal block to the board. Connect the power wiring. Remove the power terminal block, insert the wires, and secure with a screwdriver, then reinsert the terminal block to the board. To connect to a local area network, run a straight Cat5, Cat5e, or Cat6 Ethernet cable from a network hub, switch, or router to the RJ45 LAN port on the control board of the CAP2D. When connected properly, the blue and amber LED on the front of the CAP2D will turn on or flicker. If the network LED is not lit, check the connections on the controller and the Ethernet hub. The default connection is DHCP. This is the recommended configuration. No additional configuration is required. If a fixed IP address is required for your setup, use the USB cable provided to connect the controller to a PC. Then, follow the instructions in the CAP2D manual to complete the setup. Once the wiring is completed, position the CAP2D in the bracket and secure it at the bottom with the provided screw. Plug the power supply into the dedicated 120-volt AC outlet after all connections have been completed. The status and network LEDs will light, followed by the active LED once a network connection has been established. To test, present a credential to the card reader. The CAP2D will activate the gate operator or door strike. For more detailed information, including wiring diagrams, please refer to the CAP2D installation manual. Thank you for choosing LiftMaster. Learn more about our access control solutions when you visit us on the web at liftmaster.com/accesscontrol.